Hey guys, a very good day to you all. Now since we have finished understanding how to sketch in SolidWorks, from this video onwards, we are going to start with 3D modeling in SolidWorks. For those who are new to the channel, the link of the playlist is given in the description box below, or you can simply click on the I button which is present on the right top corner of your screen. Now, before 3D modeling, you must first have a sketch. Until and unless you have a sketch, you cannot do 3D modeling in SolidWorks. Okay. So first of all, let us draw any random sketch. So as we all know that whenever we want to draw a sketch, we first have to choose a plane and then we have to click on sketch. Once this is done, so let us draw any sketch. So for simplicity, I'm going to just draw a circle in this case. So let us give the dimensions to this circle as well. Okay. Now, now once I have finished drawing the sketch, I will first click on exit, so that my sketch is now done. Now guys, in the feature manager, you can see that my sketch is present. Okay, so whenever I want to select this sketch, I will select this sketch 1 year and my complete sketch is going to get selected. Okay, now in 3D modeling there are various features available, and don't worry, I'm going to explain you all these features one by one. The first feature that we are going to understand in today's video is the extruded boss or base. Now what is this extruded boss base? Now before using this command, I want to explain you all what is the meaning of extruded boss base. Okay. Now guys, whenever we draw a sketch, what we do, we first choose a plane. Am I right? Okay. Whenever we draw a sketch, we first choose a plane. And as we all know that in one single plane, there are always two axes available. So when we sketched this particular drawing, we selected the front plane. Am I right? We selected the front plane, and with the help of that, we did the sketch. Now in the front plane, which axes are available? So for that, look at this axis given. In the front plane, can you see there is y axis available in the vertical direction, and in the horizontal direction there is x axis available. Am I clear with this? So when we sketched this particular drawing, we sketched this in a front plane, and in the front plane there is y-axis available in the vertical direction and there is x-axis available in the horizontal direction. So whenever we draw a sketch, can I say that I can extend my sketch in a horizontal direction, that is in the x-axis, and I can even extend my sketch in the y direction, that is in the vertical direction. For example, this circle, if I increase the diameter of this circle, then can I say then I am extending this circle in the x direction, as well as I can increase the circle in the y direction. So whenever we are sketching in SolidWorks, we have the feasibility to extend our sketch in two directions. Okay, that is nothing but the y direction and the x direction in this case. But guys, suppose if I want to extend my sketch in the z direction. Now where is z direction? Z direction is coming out of the screen towards you. Okay, see, can you see z direction is represented by just a point, which means that the z direction is coming out of the screen towards ourselves. Okay, now what if I want to increase this sketch in the z direction? So for that, we are going to make use of extruded boss base. Okay, so I hope guys that you have understood the command of extruded boss base. Whenever we sketch something, we can sketch in only two directions, that is, one is the vertical direction and one is the horizontal direction. For example, the y direction and the x direction. But if we want to extend our sketch in the third axis, that is nothing but the z axis in this case, so in that case you are going to make use of the extruded boss base command. Okay, now once I click on extruded boss base, now can you see where your z axis? Your z axis is somewhere here. See the direction of z axis, and in the direction of z axis your sketch is getting extruded. Okay, your sketch is getting increased in the z direction as well. Okay, so as I hope that you have understood what is the meaning of the extruded boss base. Now when you look at the property manager of the extruded boss base, so there are different options available. Okay, so I am going to explain you all these options one by one. Now the first option is asking you that from where do you want to increase your sketch. Okay, from which plane do you want to increase the direction of your sketch. So here there are different options available, but I have selected the sketch plane. Now what is the meaning of the sketch plane? Now sketch plane is the plane in which you have drawn your sketch. So we have drawn our sketch in the front plane, therefore the front plane becomes our sketch plane. Okay, so I am going to just simply select the sketch plane, done, and my sketch is going to start extruding from the front plane only. Okay, now there are different options available which I will be explaining you all in this video itself. Okay, don't worry about that. Now can you see that it is asking you that in which direction do you want your sketch to get extruded. So here I have selected blind. Blind is the default which SolidWorks is going to select for you. Okay, now what is the use of this blind? Okay, when we select blind, see, suppose if I want to increase my sketch, extrude my sketch by 20 mm. Can you see? As soon as I enter 20 mm, now the sketch is getting extruded more in the z direction. Okay, suppose if I select 30 mm, see, my sketch is increasing in the z direction. Suppose if I make 15, then what is going to happen? The sketch is now going to decrease in size. Okay, now guys, can you see, guys, if I increase, let me show you again. If I make it 20, what is happening? The sketch is getting extended in this particular direction, from right to left. Am I right? From this starting point to this time. Okay, this is the direction which you can see. But suppose if I want to extrude my sketch in the other direction, so for that I will select on this. See, can you see that now my sketch is going to increase or decrease towards right? See, if I increase and make it 40, see, can you see, now it is going to increase towards the right. It has simply changed its direction. Are you clear with this? Now, so in this video, up till now in this video, we have understood the blind, which is the simple and the default selected by the SolidWorks, and from sketch we have understood the sketch plane. Okay, now let us understand the offset. What happens if I select offset? Okay, so if I select offset, it will ask me for the distance of offset. For example, I'm going to enter 10 in this case. So now as soon as I enter 10, can you see, guys, this blue color is nothing but my actual plane in which I have drawn, but my sketch is starting at an offset of 10 mm. Let me change the direction so that you can understand in a better way. See, can you see? This is the plane in which I have drawn. This blue color is the original plane, that is the front plane in which I have drawn, but my sketch is not going to start from the front plane. Instead, it is starting at a distance of 10 mm. So if you see, if I make it 20 mm, this our 3D model is going to shift more away from this plane. See, if I make it 30, see, observe, guys, if I make 30, the model is now going to shift more towards the left. See, can you see? As we increase the offset, what is going to happen? It is going to move more away from this plane that we have sketched. Now suppose if I want to change the direction, again I am going to use this, and see, can you see? Now it has again changed the direction. So now your sketch is starting at from this point. Am I right? From this plane. Can you see the starting point? This is the starting point. Look at the arrow. This is the starting point, and this starting point is at a distance of 30 mm from the sketch plane. Okay, clear with this? Now again, let me change the direction of offset. This direction makes easier to understand. Okay. Now after this is done, let me tell you all the mid plane. Okay. So for the mid plane, let me first make this 0 so that you can understand mid plane in a proper way. 0 and enter. Okay. It is not changing. So what I will do is that I will again use the extrude boss base command. So I will just cancel this. Okay. I have selected the sketch, and after selecting the sketch, I am going to click on extrude boss base. Now let me explain you all what is the meaning of mid plane. Now if I select mid plane, then can you see what is happening? See, the plane on which we have sketched, that is nothing but the front plane. That front plane is going to lie exactly at the middle. Okay, can you see? It is going to lie exactly at the middle. Even if I increase or decrease the extruded dimensions, if I make it 30, still can you see guys that my plane in which I have sketched is going to lie in the middle. If I want to see where is the front plane, wait, I will show you. See, click here and see your front plane is exactly at the middle. Okay. Now if I do not select this mid plane, instead I select blind, then see where is your front plane. The front plane is nothing but your starting plane, starting of your 3D model. Okay. So guys, I hope that you have understood the sketch plane, you have understood the offset, and from the direction point you have understood the blind and you have understood the mid plane. Now to explain you all the other different options available, I must have another sketch. So I will quickly draw another sketch, and with the help of that I will explain you all. Okay. Okay, so guys, now as you can see that I have already made a simple 3D model. Now why I have made this 3D model? Because this is going to be useful for you all. Okay, now as I told you all that whenever you want to make use of the extruded boss base command, you first have to sketch, and if you want to sketch something, you first have to select a plane. So I will select this plane and I will click on sketch. Now I want this plane to be perpendicular to my line of vision. So for that I will press Ctrl 8. I repeat, I will press Ctrl and 8 simultaneously. After this is done, now I am going to simply draw a sketch. Okay. Now let us draw a circle only. It is easier for us to understand. So just any random sketch I am drawing. Okay, let's give the dimensions to it as 50 mm. Okay, done. I am enough with the sketch. Okay, now see, can you see this sketch which I have drawn is nothing but in this particular plane only. Okay, see, we have not selected the front plane or the top plane or the right plane, but instead what we have done is that we have made use of the already existing 3D model plane, and with the help of that plane we have drawn a sketch. And if you see guys, this sketch is exactly lying in on this particular plane. Okay, see, done. Now what I'm going to do, if I want to select this complete sketch, I will click on this sketch 4, and now I'm going to select extruded boss base. Okay, so as you can see guys, first let me decrease the amount of extrude. Let me make it 10, enter. Now I want to increase my sketch in the right direction. I don't want to increase it in the left direction. I want to extrude it in the right direction. So what I will do, I will simply click on reverse direction, and now you can see the extrude has changed its particular direction. Now, see, it was we have done the sketch plane. So now I will explain you all what is surface or face. Okay. Now if I select this surface or face plane, it will ask me that from which particular face or surface you want to start your sketch. So if I select this, see, now what is happening, guys? The extrude is going to start from this particular sketch. Earlier it was starting from its original plane where I have drawn, but since now I have changed the plane from which I want to draw, therefore the extrude command is going to start from this particular plane. Okay, so guys, I hope that you have understood what is the meaning of this from particular surface or plane. Okay, so let me change this and let me make it sketch plane only. See, as soon as I make it sketch plane, it has returned to its original plane. Now after this, if I select from a vertex, so if I select from vertex, it is asking me to choose a particular vertex. Let me choose this vertex. As soon as I choose this vertex, see, this vertex lies in this particular plane. Okay, therefore the extrude is now going to start from this plane. Okay, it is going to start from this plane, this back surface of our 3D model. See, this surface. Okay, so guys, I hope that you have very well understood what is the use of from vertex, from sketch plane, from surface, and offset. Offset I have already explained earlier in this video. Okay, now let me choose again the sketch plane. Okay, see, it has again returned to its original position. Now guys, after this is done, what I am going to do is that, see, now I am left with explaining you all through all direction, up to next, up to vertex, up to surface, offset from surface, and up to okay. So I am left with everything except the blind and mid plane. So let me tell you all what is the meaning of through all. So if I select through all, then see, in this particular direction, see, in this particular direction, can you see the direction, guys? See this arrow. In this particular direction, it is going to extrude until and unless your original earlier 3D model ends. So our earlier 3D model that we have drawn in the shape of an L, this L-shaped 3D model which we have drawn is ending at this particular surface. Its last surface is this one. Therefore, your extruded boss base is going to increase up till this particular surface. Okay, so this is the meaning of through all. Now if I select on up to next, if I select up to next, then can you see this extrude that was increasing towards the right first intersected, see, it first intersected with this particular plane which is highlighted in the green color. It first intersected with this green color plane, therefore it is going to get extruded up till this plane. Okay, I hope you have understood. Now suppose if I select up to vertex, and if I select, let's say, this vertex, okay, see this vertex, why it is not it? Okay, so up to this vertex, then can you see, guys, that my now extrude command is going to extrude my sketch up till this plane. Why? Because the vertex is lying in this particular plane. Are you clear with this, guys? Okay, now what is the meaning of up to surface? So in the up to surface command, I have the feasibility to choose my surface. Suppose if I want to extrude my command up till this surface, it is possible. But suppose if I have done a mistake, I don't want to extrude my command, extrude my sketch up till this surface. Instead, I want to extrude my sketch up till the last surface. So I will select, right click on this, I will click on delete, and after that I will select this face. So now can you see, guys, that my sketch is going to get extruded up to the surface that I have selected. Okay, so I hope that you have understood the up to surface command as well. Now after this, let's understand the offset from surface. Now what is meaning of offset from surface? So for that you have to select the face. Now here it has already selected a face 2, but I don't want this because I have not selected, so I will delete this. Now it is asking me to select the face, so I want to select this face, and it is asking me for a distance of offset. So it is earlier 10 mm. I will now make it 20 mm. So as soon as I make it 20 mm, can you see that now the extrude is waiting at a distance of 20 mm. Now what I mean by this is that, see, the distance between this surface, this plane, and the distance between this plane, that is nothing but the end plane of our extrude, is nothing but 20. So the extrude is going to extend itself up to the 20 mm direction. It is going to keep a minimum distance of 20 mm from the face that you have selected. Now suppose if I change the face, and if I select another face, suppose if I select this face, now can you see, now also the distance of offset mentioned by us is 20, and see it from this pink color plane up to this last surface of our extrude, the distance will be 20. Okay. Now suppose if I want to reverse the offset. Now what happens if I reverse the offset? See, simply the direction is going to change. Now even if the direction is changing, still the distance between this last circular face and between the pink face is still going to remain 20. Clear with this? Now after understanding the offset from surface, now let us understand up to body. Now up to body and up to surface is almost similar kind of thing that you can see. So in up to body, what happens is that you select this body, see, so it is getting extruded up to that particular body. Now after this I have already explained our mid plane. You all know what is mid plane. The plane in which we have sketched is going to lie exactly in the center of the extrude command. Okay. So guys, I hope this is clear for you all. Let me make it blind. In blind, what happens? The command is going to extrude itself in only one direction. Now guys, I know that for those who are beginners, all these things that I am telling you all is kind of a heavy when you hear it for the first time. Don't worry, even when I started learning, this all things were difficult for me. I watched the videos 4 to 5 times. I learned from people, and if you watch this video again once and if you practice it, then I am sure that it is going to be very easy for you. Okay, if you are not understood, just repeat the video. Okay, video is there, it is not going to go anywhere. Okay, now after this, it is asking us for a draft. A draft is very useful command when you are going to actually make 3D models of different things. Okay, so if I select draft, what happens is that, see, it is showing 1 degree draft, but you all cannot see. Let me make it 4 degree. Can you see guys? The cross sectional surface area is going to decrease as we move towards the right. This is the direction, therefore as you move from left to right, the cross sectional surface area is going to decrease. See, the cross sectional surface area of the left is greater than the cross sectional surface area at the right. It is basically going to carve your extrude command in a particular angle. Okay, so let me make it 7. See, can you observe the angle, this angle? Okay, there is a slant that is being present here. Okay, this is important that you need to observe. Okay, I hope that you guys are able to observe the slant. See this angle, this slant, particular slant. Okay, now suppose if I want to draft outwards in the opposite direction, you can say, then see, this is the draft outwards command. As simple as that. Now after this, you have a direction 2. Now in direction 2, basically what happens is that here in the direction 1, you are extruding in a rightward direction. If I select the direction 2, then see what is happening, it is extruded in the opposite direction. So it is as simple as that, and the same features are available here as well. But now I'm going to deselect this. I don't want it. Okay, now after this is done, there is a thin feature that is being available. So what is this thin feature? Let me show you all this. Now in the thin feature, see, can you observe? See, it is creating a thin hollow surface, you can say, inside your extruded boss or base. Okay, and suppose if I change the direction, see, now the thin feature has drafted itself inwards. Okay, so it is as simple as that, nothing much to worry about in this. This thin feature you can use according to your need. Let me switch off this draft command. Now you can easily understand the thin feature. See, the thickness is 10 mm given by us. If I make it 5 mm, can you see the thickness is now going to change. Okay, if I want to bring the thickness inside, I will simply change the direction, and now it has changed direction. In this also there is one direction, that is mid plane. If I select mid plane, then see, your sketch is going to lie exactly at the middle of the thickness. So thickness will be present on the outside surface of outside of the sketch and inside of the sketch as well. Okay, now after this I have two directions, that is nothing but your thickness is going to increase in the outward direction of the sketch and the inward direction of the sketch as well. See, this is the outward direction from this sketch to up till this, and this is inward from this sketch to the center of the circle. Okay, so guys, I hope that you have understood what is the use of the extruded boss base. If you have not understood this video, then please again watch this video again, it will make things clear. Now there is one more option available, that is selected contours. Now in this, what happens is that we have only selected a particular sketch, we have selected the fourth sketch 4, but if you want, then you can select 2 or more sketches simultaneously, and you can extrude it at the same time. But I'll prefer you that when you're at the beginning level of your SolidWorks career, then do not use multiple sketches, just focus on a single sketch and extrude it one at a time. So I hope that you have liked this video, and if you like this video, then please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and go check out my channel. The videos might be helpful for you all. And guys, thank you for watching this video.